how would you like us to address you? Do you want us to just ask questions? Or?
I think so. Whatever makes you comfortable. Yeah, yeah. So that's just fine.
Is Banko correct or Banko?
Banko.
Banko. Okay. Okay. So Ms. Banko, how are you and your family impacted by the Holocaust?
Well, we were really impacted by the Holocaust. I was born in Vienna, Austria in 1936, and Hitler came into power in Germany in 1933. And in 1936, in 1938, he marched into Austria and took over the country. And of course, we were living there at the time. I was 2 years old. Of course, my parents are Jewish, so that was the time when, Hitler had this vendetta against the Jews. And our family, could hear about all the things that were happening to the Jews in Germany at that time, all the laws that were being put in at that time of not being, Jewish people couldn't ride bicycles, they couldn't go on public transportation, they couldn't, eventually doctors and lawyers and teachers and everybody couldn't work, children couldn't be in sports camps, they couldn't be in any sports, organized sports, they couldn't go to swimming pools with the kids that were not Jewish and that sort of thing. So this was happening around me. Of course, I was a baby, so I don't personally remember all this, but it impacted my family to the point where my dad was a college graduate, he was an engineer, and very, very luckily, my parents decided that they needed to leave the country. And so they left and went, they didn't know where to go. You need to have in order to leave a country, it's not that easy. You can't just pick up your suitcase and go. First of all, you have to know where the country that you're going to has to let you in. And they have all kinds of immigration laws in every single country that, keeps people out. And you need to have a passport, of course, and a visa, which is not a credit card, but it's the permission to get in. And you need to have an affidavit from many countries that say that somebody's going to house you and feed you and take care of you until you can take care of yourself. So, we didn't have the affidavit. It's very hard to get an affidavit because it was the Depression, and so people couldn't work. And you had to know somebody in that country, like in the United States. We only knew one person in the United States. They weren't an American citizen, and it had to be a citizen that gave you an affidavit. So we found out we could go to Riga, Latvia on a tourist visa, like we were going on vacation. And that's what we eventually did. But my grandparents stayed in Austria. My other grandparents went to Yugoslavia. My uncle went to France. And my other aunt and uncle and their 2 children went to Yugoslavia. And all but one of them died in concentration camps. So that's the impact on my family. Yeah.